What is up, everybody, and welcome to the second coming of Monday Madness. So, as
Second coming, you mean more like the fourth coming
I
for
well,
this.
yeah, it's been remade, rehashed, redone, but
Redo the show all the time. Yeah.
we always come
And
back.
we're
So,
and we're mad.
so
About a couple things. We do have a couple things. So
yeah, so Brent, you want to tell us what this week's show is?
this week's show is we have the Nintendo Direct that we had last week. We're gonna go through that. We're not gonna spend a whole lot of time on it. That was a huge Nintendo Direct. They had a lot of drops announced. We are going to discuss a couple games that we had DLC release and some other news behind those stories, such as games like Wukong. And then we're gonna touch on, but we're not going to make it a big thing because it's something that's been going on a while. The whole Alyssa Mercante thing. I wanted to bring it up because she irritates me,
Poking the
and
bear.
I'll explain
Poking
why.
the bear.
But maybe some quote Gamergate 2 stuff, just because I'm tired of something that I've loved my whole life is being dragged the way it is. And then we have to discuss it because I have been in love with Star Wars almost my whole life. We have to talk about Acolyte a little bit. Not too much because I refuse to sit down and watch it right now.
I haven't watched a single second of it either.
Me
Just
neither.
I got way too much going on for me to ruin my day.
Beware with the power of many.
Right?
Oh my god. Okay, so this is going to be quick because we do this. This is something that we've done it with every show from the beginning, but it's going to be quick because it's only been a week.
Well, that's always been the goal, is do it every week so it isn't, 50 minutes long like it was last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But with
Lucas, what have you been up to for this past week?
Yeah, this past week I was playing some Zelda, and I'm pretty excited for some games of Nintendo Direct, and I have to talk about Alyssa Mercante too because there's a lot of stuff going on with that woman, and she's pretty much trying to ruin every game that I love. We have some nice and comfy analysis on the Elden Ring that Alyssa Mercante just give to us, and
well,
She reviewed.
in the words of Alyssa, fight me
yeah,
physically.
yeah, exactly.
me.
Because
Physically.
and then she blocked you in the real life virtually. Yeah, because she is being a pain in the ass, and she's saying, the reveal of Shadow of Erdtree is just is the creme de la creme. It's peak. It's the shitty cream of gaming journalists. So yeah,
So
that's it for my part.
Nice. Well,
Rob, what have you been up to the last week?
so I yesterday, Sunday, dove deeper into Octopath Traveler 1. I now have all the characters unlocked, and I'm moving into the second chapter, the second stage of this. And that's the way this game's pretty much broke down, is there's 3 chapters. Everybody has their first chapter, which is the individual stories. And then you get the second and third chapters. And basically they're just like the level locks and just grinding to get up to it. And
You gotta love that classic JRPG grind.
Dude, it's been so fun because there's like these mythical creatures that are called Kates, basically Kate Sith. And they run around with these giant like sacks. And whenever you defeat, like they're almost like the centaurs, not centaurs, the cactars from 7.
Oh,
where
okay.
they just they don't where they don't show up much, but when they do, like you get all kinds of cool stuff from them. So
if you can beat it.
Yeah, so
it's like the Golden Goblin from Diablo.
Yeah, so you can't, like, they run real quick. They have super high evade and defense. So like you just got to do it real quick. And I actually found and defeated 2 of them. So like you get all kinds of experience points and job points and all this other stuff. So that's been fun. Of course, last night had to watch House of Dragon.
Oh yeah, it was a pretty good episode.
I disagree.
Oh,
I think it did a
fight
whole.
me physically.
I honestly feel like it did a whole lot of nothing. It did one thing, and that's been coming for a while, but I just feel like it did nothing. You know, maybe that should be a show that we could do, like just a random half an hour on a spoiler cast every week.
Just a quick one for the right now. It would be House of the Dragon episodes.
Yeah, I like it. That's a good idea. Lucas
my
is
God,
over
he's
here
putting
about
a
to be
hat on.
sorted into a house.
Yeah, the house of the pessimism.
So yeah, I did that. I finished another season of Newsnight Weekly, and then or the Newsroom.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's different, but yeah, I don't know. Kind of opens your eyes to some things. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Bren, how about you? What have you been up to, bud?
So for the past week, I've logged back into 14. I've been knocking the rust off of that a little bit. I've made a good bit of progress in Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. And I've made some good I've completed a couple more chapters in Fire Emblem Three Houses. Interesting story. I do kind of like that for such a slow game, at the end and beginning of every chapter, there's like a little anime that plays for story stuff.
Nice.
The wife and I watched a 3-part docu-series called Gunpowder. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that.
Oh, Jon Snow?
Yeah, the guy that plays Jon Snow, he's it was
You say Kit Harington.
Yeah.
yeah, it's Kit Harington. It's when the Scots had taken over England, and they were in peace treaty talks with Spain, and they were hunting down Catholics and killing them. So,
I've just
and
seen
then-
seen it on, like, whenever House of the Dragon is over. I've seen it sitting there.
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, very lackluster ending to the show.
Oh yeah.
It very, very one-sided
Well, that sucks.
in how the whole thing played out. Yeah, historically, that's probably how it all went on. For a Hollywood perspective, it was kind of boring. But and then becomes the whole fight of how it's not being historically accurate,
Oh yeah, yeah.
which is just a whole problem with everything these days. But that's really what I've been up to. Just one game on the PlayStation, one game on the Switch. And we have about, as of tomorrow, it'll be 1 week until the release of Dawn Trail. So today, Monday, June 24th, as of June 25th, we'll have 1 week. So
Mark
the
your
next day.
calendars.
Can't wait to see all the job changes. I know
Yeah,
Lucas and I talked about a good bit.
You're not considering the one more week of trying to get in. So yeah, probably more 1 week after the release.
Yeah. Right.
Surprisingly, dude, like even trying to queue up for the 24-man stuff to get the coins for upgrade stuff, 5 to 7 minutes has been the wait time.
Wow.
Oh hey, so you're playing right now?
No, I'm not good at multitasking. I'd be zoned out for half the show.
Sure.
Oh my god, I'm so tired from my son last night.
Kids.
Can't get no sleep.
You know, I could just see
Oh.
Brendan, like, he'd be like focusing real hard on something in game, and if he's like me, the tongue comes out. Or
Yeah,
bite
the
bite the lip.
concentration.
bite the lip.
Irene do the same. Sometimes she's playing, she's like, and I
Mhm.
was, holy shit, stuff is serious.
Yeah, that's when you know. It's when you know it gets serious. You bite the lip a little bit. You lean forward.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Plus
yeah,
2 to concentration.
right.
So, yep, that's it. That's all that's all I've had going on for the week. Not a whole lot there. So, the big story, Nintendo Direct, that was what, the 18th, 19th? I'm trying to think. That was Thursday,
Yeah.
correct?
So
Yeah.
that would have been the 20th.
Oh, look at me. I was off. Yeah, the 20th. So, real quick, gonna run through those. I'm gonna do the games that I'm excited for, and then let Rob do his list, and then Lucas will do his list of games that they're excited for, and then quickly just go over the other ones because just not no. So the first thing, and this was the big announcement for the Direct, was we had Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake coming in. I believe it was October. Oh, I'm sorry. I was wrong. November 14th, 2024. And then at the end of that, they also showed Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes coming in 2025. No date, no exact date on that. So it's probably early mid stage on that. So, dude, I don't know what it is with this with the Dragon Quest music. Once I hear that tune in my head, man, I keep going. I just can't get it out. Oh, it's such good music. I think that's the Japanese
OST.
classic orchestra
Yeah.
that does the music too. And then for my next game, I was never really one for those games, but I do like the tower defense game, and I'm talking about Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. It is a tower defense game that you can also play online and go head to head with people.
Yeah, Metal Gear for me is something that it's the old ones and the good ones should. It's a game that not innovate, like being capable of not innovating it. It's good because I like the way it is. You know, just shoot stuff
Yeah,
and go
and
on.
if I remember, the Metal Slug games have always been on like
Yeah,
the
Metal Slug.
Neo Geo consoles,
Right.
Yeah,
and they've been 2D side scrolling shooter games.
yeah.
So I I don't know if it's just me getting older, but I like the nostalgia, the old look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That old retro look to the games
I
is
think
pretty cool.
everyone likes it. Seeing games like Sea of Stars and you know, they are reviving that textile and it's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, even Octopath
Yeah,
Traveler, like, I don't want to say
Yeah,
started it, but pushed it back into the spotlight.
yeah.
exactly.
Since we know how poorly these newer games are doing these days. Anyway, moving on. The next thing I was excited for, and these were some pretty fun games that I managed to play a little bit growing up. We had the Nintendo 64
Mature pack.
expansion pack. Well, yeah, they're calling it the mature pack.
Mhm.
Now,
And the
Major.
reason is because it has Turok, the first Turok Dinosaur Hunter, and
now,
Perfect Dark.
now, Bren, let me ask you something.
Hmm.
When you click on this, does it come up to
Yes.
say verify your location?
Yes.
And you have to choose Australia or New Zealand?
Yes.
Does that mean we're not getting
Because
it?
I know it's annoying. I tried looking for the Nintendo North American page that covered this, but apparently they didn't.
you're not getting it. It's because they're only mature people in Australia and New Zealand, you know? There's what Nintendo thinks. They're not mature people out there. There's all kids.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so as of
So,
right now, what there's only 2 games in the mature pack, and
Yeah.
that's the Perfect Dark and Turok. Now,
And
Hopefully with time we'll get the other Turoks. Hopefully.
Perfect Dark is also going to be able to be played online for co-op.
So hopefully with that, they have voice chat listed here. Hopefully that's something that will be available too.
Just with the Switch
Um,
or the smartphone app, so you're
yeah.
using your app to do it.
I was waiting for a game like there's one game that I really love to play on 64. It's Shadow Man. I don't know if you guys know that
Oh
game.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
that
I do remember it. Yeah.
yeah, and I used to shit in my pants when I to shit my pants when I was kid playing it because it's scary for me sometimes. So and dude, that game is amazing. So when I grow up a little, I play that again. I finish it because that was such a good game. So and the history is nice. So I hope
It was.
Nintendo throw us a
Well,
Shadow Man.
hopefully you can share a little bit of gameplay footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then the last thing on my list, and then the other guys will be able to go over theirs. We got expansions for the Game Boy Advance, expansion pack add-on for the Nintendo Online things with games such as Super Mario Advance 4, another Mario Kart Super Circuit, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. The big ones that I was excited to see were The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, Metroid Fusion, Fire Emblem, and both Golden Sun games. Because I love my RPG stuff.
Amazing. And for and you guys there's a really nice thing that Nintendo is doing for both packs is it's making players able to have online sessions with each other,
Yes.
you know. So
Yes.
that for an old game that is, can you imagine you're playing like the Nintendo the Pokemon or other games for 64 online, or even like trading Pokemons when Nintendo release the Pokemon Emerald for GBA, that would be amazing to see in the Nintendo Switch.
So you could battle without the link cord.
Yeah, and dude, that gives me so much memories of my childhood, but let's not get into there.
All right, so there was a few things that jumped out to me for this Nintendo Direct. One of the biggest things was this Romancing Saga, Revenge of the Seven. Now, Saga has been a whole series line, just like the Tales of games, and one of my favorite game of all time was Saga Frontier, and this here really just carries on that tactical strategizing RPG that's almost, you set your troops up on the field and you just have to go through and plan out each battle. And
Well,
just,
yeah, if I remember, the big thing with Saga Frontier 2 was placement, because certain characters, if they use certain skills, they would fuse to be a joint attack.
Yep.
Which would create a new skill.
And they're carrying that over in this, because so Romancing Saga 2 originally released in like 92 or 93, I think, in Japan. And there's been, what you're talking about is called Formations, and it's been in a couple different Saga games that you basically do dual attacks. But this has always been one of my favorite like styles of games, the tactical RPG. So whenever I seen this, I was super excited for it, and I can't wait. Actually, yeah, here they have a whole list of all the Saga games. So I'm excited. I'm hoping we get Saga Frontier 2 because we only have Saga Frontier remastered. And if that's when that comes out, I'm going to lose multiple hours of my life. So up next is Fantasian Neo Dimension. And this is a new RPG coming from the father of Final Fantasy.
Oh,
So Sakaguchi, he's the father. He's the one that wrote the original Final Fantasy, and he's bringing us this masterpiece, I'm sure. And then we got Nobu Uematsu, who has done so much for so many different RPG games, and is one of the
and to give an idea, if you don't know, the meme of the flaming piano, that's Uematsu writing music anytime there's a boss fight with Latin lyrics.
He just goes ham. So there's
Yeah.
not too much, other than a short trailer on this. We don't have any dates or anything.
Well, they want you to follow their X account to stay up to date.
And this was originally a game for Japan only mobile market. But they're saying here that this is going to be launching Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam this winter. So another one that I'm looking forward to. And then taking it back, I remember getting these games for Easter of all times, Easter gifts. And I remember getting Marvel vs. Capcom. Now, this is the entire collection. I think there's 3 or 4 games. Oh, there's more than that, actually. 5, 6.
6.
Yeah, 6.
Plus a bonus game.
Plus, yeah, the Punisher game.
Which character is your favorite, like for Bren and Rob, into the Marvel vs. Capcom, or
I was always a Spidey or War Machine.
Nice.
Those two were my go-tos. But I used a lot of them.
Captain America and Wolverine were mine. Although I'm not much of a fighting game fan.
Yeah,
which means I always lost because one of Rob's buddies, he had a counter to any character you choose.
My god.
You
can use the sorry.
No, you're good. That's all he did was play fighting games, so he knew.
I once played against a guy like that, and I use a famous technique, which is just doing that with analog sticks and just
button mashing.
Pretty much, and worked, but worked just one time. And my favorite ones probably would be Black. It's Blackheart, because I like to play with him. And what is his name? It's kind of a ninja with a laser blade. I always forgot his name. Let me see.
Ninja with a laser.
It's Hiryu from Strider.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, really, I just want to play the Punisher game because I like the side scroller beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
Nice.
Streets of Rage was always one of my favorite games.
Amazing.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot to look forward to from that, and that pretty much rounds out what I was super excited for from Nintendo Direct. So Lucas, what about you, man? What did you see?
Yeah, well, for my part, it's probably the first one is the Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. I just loved the idea of playing with Zelda and saving Link, and not just using swords to kill stuff around you, but actually using powers to solve puzzle and using mechanics. There's a mechanic that Zelda can copy objects and use those objects during the adventure, so she can pretty much use like throw a bed in some enemy or
I
copy.
was just gonna say, it's funny. We have Dawn Trail coming in a week. Dawn Trail, one of Dawn Trail's new jobs is Pictomancer. That's
Yeah,
essentially what Zelda is.
pretty much because I mean I wish we didn't have much details on her powers from now on, but can you imagine you're coping your bosses and summoning mini versions of bosses like the blue mage does with those with the boss's powers? So it would be, dude, imagine vanquishing Ganondorf with helping an entire city to fall on him. So it will be amazing. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one, and I will certain play it, right? For the
Yeah.
next one, it's Metroid Prime 4, of course, one of the biggest announcements of Nintendo Direct. I prefer when they use that camera style from Castlevania platforms and stuff like that to like I always played Metroid in that one, but since they released the 3D model of that, I think it was on Nintendo DS. I played that one on Nintendo DS or 3DS, I don't remember. But I kind of don't like Metroid 3D, but I'm excited for this one because it's the finally Nintendo gave some news about Samus. So we'll see. And I think for the last one about Nintendo, I have my the other games I'm excited for is not from Nintendo, but we have Tales of the Shire, right? A Lord of the Rings game. I am a huge fan of Tolkien universe, and I play it like the Shadows of War, the Shadows of Mordor. I play the Warcraft-like games for Lord of the Rings, and I tried to play Lotro, which is Lord of the Rings Online, but yeah, it's kind of slow, so I jumped from that one, and I played Gollum, messy game, but I played it, and I played I planning to play the new game, which you become a kind of dwarf, and you have to deal with the perils of Moria. So you have to build your own base inside Moria and conquest Moria again. That I'm planning to play that at some point,
Okay.
and I'm excited for that Shire game. It's a cozy game. It's a game where you just, have a nice, slow life as a hobbit. So that game you can play while you were just, in your bed in a Sunday morning, something like that. So I'm excited for this one too. So
Nice.
for Nintendo Direct, it's pretty much it for my part.
Okay. And I wanted to point this out because I found this out the other day and not a lot of people know about it. Did you know that Zelda had a game with her where she uses a wand?
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah. It's called The Wand of Gamlin. It came out on the Philips CDI back in 1993. It was released in tandem with Link, the Faces of Evil, and it even got a sequel a year later called Zelda's Adventure.
Nice. Nice.
Oh,
Did
it
not
was
know
also
that.
released on the Philips CDI. Now, what the mechanics are for the game, I don't know. But I've seen a lot of people on social media talking about, I'm so glad we finally got a Wands of Gamlin sequel, and everybody's like, "What the
Yeah,
hell are
there's
you talking about?"
yeah, I'm so glad that
So,
console that I found on the street in the trash.
yeah, the
can-
Philips CDI. Oh
Yeah,
my
right.
god. All right. So, the other games for the Nintendo Direct that we'll go over here real quickly. We had a new Mario and Luigi. I want to say it's like an RPG type game. It's called Brothership.
Kind of, yeah.
It's very puzzle based.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into it. It's not exactly an RPG, but from some of the stuff that I watched on the Direct, it kind of looked like that, in my opinion. Another one, and speedrunners are going to love this. We have the Nintendo World Championship NES Edition.
Yes.
You can
That
go
one is
head to
good.
head. You can go head to head with people or their ghost of their best runs, and see who can set the world record in the most classic of NES titles.
Yeah.
And there's even a special edition one that has a fake Nintendo cartridge that says NES World Championship. Yeah, classic games like Zelda, Mario, Metroid, Donkey Kong. And I want to say, oh, I clicked on the wrong thing there. And I don't see it on here, although I know I saw it, or I saw a picture of it.
The
So,
special edition,
but-
yeah.
yeah, I can't seem to find it on there. But I mean, come on, it's not for me, but it's pretty cool. Like, you can set the world record for speed running the original Zelda,
Yeah.
and you can just plaster it right up on that board and go suck it, try
Right.
and beat it.
Yeah.
Other cool things, like you can go survival mode, which is an 8-person tournament where I think it's after every round half the people fall off. They're eliminated. So it's
Nice.
if you're gonna do it, you got to get it done right the first time.
Yeah.
And then we have Donkey Kong Country Returns. Sorry,
Nice. Donkey Kong.
HD. That you got to make sure you put the HD in there.
Yeah.
I played Donkey Kong a little bit growing up. It kind of does just look like an HD of the original
And I'm good
Donkey
with that.
Kong Country.
I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I'm
Donkey
good with-
Kong was a very underrated game. It didn't get as much love as Mario.
And it is available on the
Yeah, and
on the original one is available on the Super Nintendo Switch channel
Yeah.
thingy.
Yeah, expansion pack.
Yeah, that one.
yeah, and you guys have to remember, every time when they put an HD in the front of something, it's full price.
Oh,
So pay a full price for a game again that is already
I
exist.
know.
It's existed pretty good on the Nintendo Wii U, and pay the full price again. The developers are literally doing nothing. They're just upscale the resolution of the game and full price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So,
Welcome to
the
Nintendo
next
Don't
one
Care.
we have, yeah, and to keep going on right with what Lucas just said, we have in 3 days on Thursday, June 27th, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. That was a pretty fun game. My daughter had it on her 3DS, and it was pretty fun, but it was a little much for, I think she was like, I don't know, 7 when she had her 3DS. It was a little much for her to understand. So, it HD, of course. So
Just
you can
for 80 bucks.
pre-order it. Yep, you pre-order $80.
You're in Australian
a-
money.
Oh, that's right.
It's $60 in American.
Okay.
It's still
Good.
worse. It's too bad.
It's still bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still bad.
Oops. My bad.
Hey,
My bad. Yeah.
$20 is 20
So-
bucks.
Look, man, in today's day and age, $20 means a lot.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That'll get you 3 gallons of gas.
Jesus Christ, I know. It sucks. Oh. Anyways, the next one. July 16th, it'll be available. Darkest Dungeon 2. It is a rogue-like dungeon, turn-based combat. From what I hear, I haven't played them yet because quite frankly, my backlog is big enough as it is. The battles can be brutal, and once your teammate dies, that's it. He's gone.
They out.
They out. One and done, bro. One and done.
I like it.
So, each expedition lasts from 30 minutes to several hours. That's pretty interesting. So you could literally just have a quick match, or it'll drag out.
Yeah.
All right. Another one, another quick one coming from NIS America. NIS, I'm not sure. No, it's not NIS America.
Nippon
but they-
Ichi Software. Yeah.
Yeah. Phantom Brave: The Lost Hero.
This is another.
It's a cutesy RPG.
It has a lot of tactical feels.
Yeah,
to
it is tactical. I do like though that during combat, when you move, as you move, that circle gets smaller, showing you where exactly your movement gets cut off at.
Yeah.
That game reminds you guys of other game.
It reminds me of Tactics.
It reminds me a game from the same company that I played a lot on PSP. It's called Disgaea. Or Disgaea.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Disgaea, it does have that same cutesy art style.
Yeah, it's from the same guys. It's pretty
Yeah,
much
it is.
on
NIS.
the Switch.
Yeah. There are a couple NIS games that I've had my eye on that are pretty interesting. But it's coming for the Switch, PS4, PS5, and of course on Steam. It says 2025.
Steam, let's say the Steam
well,
version.
no, because above it says 2025 for the release.
Well, the Steam version will come later in 2025.
They're gonna make. Sorry, Luke. They're gonna make you wait even longer for the Steam release.
PA. Well,
that's the PC master race, you know.
I have other I have other methods.
Hey! Don't let Nintendo hear that.
Cough.
And then this one is huge. Now, I've never been a Mario Party game person, but 110 mini games where I think some of these games you can have up to 20 people competing on the map. And they even have a little hub town where you all roam around. You can go buy your skins and everything. I know how you let me sound old here. I know how you kids like your skins and everything. But some of the games are pretty interesting. Some of them do require teamwork as well to win. So
this sounds like a good way to get drunk with a bunch of your buddies.
Yeah.
Dude,
Loser
this
shotguns
would definitely be something. This would definitely be something like your FC, your free company in 14. Like you're in between patches and you want something to do as like a community night. Actually, for streamers, that would be good. A community night thing.
Yeah.
110 games, up to 20 people on each map. That's how you bring in the viewers right there.
I like it.
Yeah. Getting them ideas flowing. Anyways. A release date. October 17th of 2024. That's when that's coming. It's pretty interesting, but like I said, it's not for me. Really quickly now we're going off-site from Nintendo because they didn't do it. We have Fairy Tail 2 coming. When do we have that coming? I don't see the
winter 24.
What? Oh my God, these vague windows again. Yeah, winter of 2024. Apparently, Fairy Tail has a whole story. The manga, it's a manga, has inspired 4 television animes, two anime films, several original video game anime projects, and spin-off mangas.
Yeah, I watched it all.
Oh, so you're well, you should be taking the reins on this then if you want to talk about it.
No, I don't.
Okay.
That tells you what it is right there.
Hold on. Is Fairy Tail like One Piece? Like you have to watch all 1,500 episodes to understand what's going on?
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on then.
And next.
And next, this one here, Farmagia. We have another cutesy Pokemon type.
Hey, it's the ripoff of the ripoff. We have the
Yeah.
Power World, and now we have the ripoff of the Power World. Nice. I'm liking those guys.
But this is coming from Hiro Mashima, the creator of Fairy Tail,
Oh,
that we just quickly.
Oh,
went
yeah,
went over.
I'm seeing right now the protagonist looks like Natsu. It's the protagonist from Fairy Tail. So yeah.
So he just copy and pasted.
Oh my God. Yeah, money talks. Holy. Oh,
Well,
okay.
if you come down and you look, you get like real in depth into farming.
Yeah, farming. It's what is the farming game that Nintendo? It's Nintendo or Square Enix created. I don't. Harvest Moon.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say because that's
You also got Stardew Valley.
yeah, I'm trying to remember which one of those. I think it's No, it's not Stardew Valley. It's the Harvest Moon. Harvest
Yeah,
Moon goes
Harvest Moon.
back to the Super Nintendo.
Exactly.
And actually, one of them's available on the Nintendo 64 expansion pack. Harvest Moon 64. I dabbled in them a little bit back when I like first discovered RPGs, and I just wanted to get a feel for all of them. Wasn't really for me.
Yeah, no.
So,
Moving
on. What's that meme? How sad. Anyway.
on.
Oh, the Loki meme.
Oh yeah.
So, oh my God. Last Defense Academy. I watched the video. It's interesting.
Last line.
It is. Oh my
100
God,
lines,
does this character just look like a reskin of the main character from Fire Emblem?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Engage. Even down to having the red and blue hair. It's a top-down, grid-based tactical RPG, just like Fire Emblem.
Yeah, and for the gameplay, it's looking like more. I think when I saw the gameplay, I saw some tower defense mechanics into the the turn-based RPG stuff.
Yeah.
So no, I mean it's a nice mix of two genres.
And I may not, because it seems like everything outside of battle is that graphic novel style games. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, like solo leveling.
Yeah, like
Or
it's
Sword Art
all
Online.
just stills of them talking the whole time outside of battle.
Oh
Outside of
yeah,
battle.
it's
No.
like Kingdom Hearts 3, all the talking. And I just want to put my keyblade inside of someone's ass.
At least in Fire Emblem Three Houses, like you can roam around the monastery or the school and
Yeah.
like interact and do things.
Yeah.
So, but those games, somewhat low interest, not so much. So we just wanted to go over them a little bit. These ones here, we're just going to completely skip over them because apparently the guys all agreed with me because they didn't change them at all. So
Hello Kitty. I mean, what?
Well,
we just don't care.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
these are games that were like announced that like we don't really care. We had Nintendo Switch Sports, which had a free update with like tennis or something.
No, they added basketball.
Oh, basketball. I'm sorry.
Oh,
was it,
oh
yeah.
my god. Yeah, no, it's an
And that way you
innovation.
and that way you can throw your
Yeah, you have another reason to throw your Switch Joy-Con
yeah.
Yeah.
into your
Did
TV.
you remember the drama in the past in the I probably I don't remember 10 years ago with the
The
Nintendo
Wii.
Switch yeah, the Nintendo
Yeah,
Wii controls
yeah,
playing
all the Wii
bowling
cons.
directly on the TV. Nintendo want that again because they need to sell more Joy-Cons.
So we also had Memories in Orbit, Disney Illusion Island, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Looney
That one is
Tunes
good.
Wacky World of Sports, an Among Us update because I didn't realize the thing was even relevant. Funko Fusion, the Funko game, the new Denpa Men,
What?
Let's Dance 2025 roster update,
Oh, no.
Lego Horizons Adventures,
Hmm.
Stray, where you get to play as a cat running around the city,
Yeah,
and
boring.
the Ace Attorney Investigations Collection.
No, but that one is good. That one is good because I like,
Ace Attorney
the
isn't bad.
objection. I like that. So, but I don't want to pay for that.
I like doing that to my wife, where I scream objection at her.
objection.
Yeah,
I mean,
usually it's when I try to argue something that I know I'm gonna lose.
the Lego games like definitely take it back for me. Just a different playing Lego games with my kids whenever they were younger.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, Lego, Star Wars, Lego. I
Yeah.
pretty like that. Yeah, nice games.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had those announced too.
I'm just gonna say they ruined Horizon for me with with these new feminist looks and the rounded face
Minecraft.
and the man jaws. No,
Oh,
no. Oh my God, no.
Oh,
just no.
Sweet Baby Inc. It's all over us, and we need to do something. I was talking to Rob. We need to open our Sweet Baby Inc. Because that's the money it's showing on that kind of company, man.
Yeah.
Dude. And if we like open and kind of not Sweet Baby Inc., we give consultants to fuck the consultants.
Yes.
Huh?
Pay me, bring me in. I will look at your board and I will go, that's not what gamers want. That's not what the gamers want.
Exactly.
We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Why are you doing any of this?
Yeah, and we can charge
we
it
don't
hourly.
4K ray tracing. It's a fast-paced game. Do you think we're stopping to pay attention to reflections? No, we're not.
God.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
No, we're not. We don't need any of that.
I disagree with that.
If it's a game like Cyberpunk, open world, where yes, you're supposed to enjoy the aesthetics of the world.
Be immersed.
But imagine
give me the immersion.
But imagine turning ray trace in Sea of Stars. Wow. You're gonna see Sea of Stars.
or
Well,
ray tracing
would
in
that be
Call
like
of Duty.
Inception? Because you're looking at the sky that's looking at the ocean, it's looking at the sky that's looking at the ocean.
Exactly. Oh, amazing.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But yeah, so well, that about wraps up our Nintendo Direct coverage.
Yeah.
So let us know
Pretty
what you
much.
guys think. If you're listening to us on the podcast, let us, we'll have links to our Discord and our Facebook and everything. Come join us. Let us know what you guys think on the Nintendo Direct, what you're excited for, what you were disappointed in, and if there's anything that was missed that you guys want to see.
Mm-hmm.
So, up next, Bren, Lucas, I know you two are excited for this.
So it dropped, I want to say today. I believe it dropped. Hold on. Let's click on it. We are talking Shadow of the Erdtree expansion for Elden Ring.
Yes.
Now,
finally.
I have not bought it yet. But the funny thing is, like, I'm well past the boss that is required for entry into
Yeah,
the DLC area.
Mog and Radan, they are kind of, at the beginning, I died a couple of times to
Well,
Radan.
Moog is off the beaten path. Not everybody finds Moog. Like
Oh, I
you
found, but
really have to
yeah, because if you want good farm, if you want to farm a good amount of runes, you need to go to the Mog map because there are a bunch of nice, ads that you can kill really easy, and they
Mhm.
drop like 3,000 runes per kill. So, and they spawn every time you teleport
You
into a
rest.
break
Yeah.
point. Yeah, so
Um
I yeah,
oh, it was on Friday.
yeah,
Yeah, it was Friday, the
20
21st. So
21st.
everyone's had the weekend to play it. Apparently Steam has mixed reviews. It was overwhelmingly positive with the base game. But Shadow of the Erdtree has gotten so many negative or mixed reviews because of the difficulty of the expansion.
Yeah,
It's almost like you don't know what a Souls game is.
yeah, I think
Listen, the Moog is a fairly difficult boss to
what?
beat.
No, Millennia
That's what I
is.
hear. Yeah, Melania is. Moog does have his trouble mainly because of his AoEs.
Yeah,
And if you're a melee player like I am, a great sword player, it can be hard to get in and close that gap when he just keeps surrounding himself with ways and the AoEs leave stuff on the ground, so it's hard to get in there, do your
yeah,
damage, and then get out before dying.
yeah. Players need to search a build to kill stuff. That was going on since the beginning of the Elden Ring. So I killed Millennia with the Blasphemous Sword with a faith build. So um probably players are finding difficulties for the Shadow of for the Shadow of Erdtree because their past builds are not working anymore because the game is far difficult. They dropped little millennials inside all the
Oh
map.
no.
So yeah.
Oh
And
no, you mean they made a completely optional area for a very difficult game difficult?
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Just wait, just wait. Let me solo her. We'll find a way to fly through this expansion.
Exactly. Exactly.
He'll
He
dr-
is.
he'll drop his summon at the beginning of the DLC area. And oh my god, is that martial arts? Are we finally getting martial arts?
Yeah, martial arts, and we having now Corsair swords, which they are pretty fucking OP right now. You can pretty much cheese everything with those builds. The problem is getting those swords because the bosses or the ads who drop them, they are pretty, millennia.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. I enjoy the challenge, but I am too backed up to get into that right now. Even though that collector's edition looks so sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
It would
playing.
look pretty good next to my Melania statue.
Messimer.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
Messimer.
since I'm playing, just Zelda Link's Awakening and Zelda Tears of Kingdom and Pokemon. Probably I'm not gonna jump in Shadow of Erdtree right now. I'll wait for some builds to appear, and after that I will spend some money on
Oh,
that.
are you gonna wait for it to get nerfed like they did the base game?
Wow.
I should that in the past. I should because Radam before the first nerf. Oh god, what a pain in the ass. Cause
Dude, you ain't gotta tell me, bro. I flew through the game and beat almost all the bosses before the nerfs came out.
yeah, like me, like everyone, I playing the time that game, Rob. That game was literally deep frying some GPU. So it's so bad in performance. And I played like in the time I had a RX. It's a Radeon GPU with 8 GB, and uh, it I every time look into the temperature, and sometimes into when I first arrive into random map, dude, it just peak into
That's what
90 degrees Celsius.
so that's what he's using to heat his living room with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
Just huddle over
we
top
need
of the
no
PC,
stinking heaters during the winter.
Yeah.
So, all right. The next one we got here is a. This is another one that they're calling it like an action RPG Souls like Black Myth Wukong.
That one I will buy before it launches. Just because they exposed Sweet Baby Inc. It's not. I don't need the game to be good. I would just buy
Yeah.
Just to support
So
them.
what Lucas is talking about is a consultancy firm pretty much tried to force their way into the developer's studio and
blackmail them.
blackmail them. To which they told that consultancy firm to eat shit, and they released it themselves.
Yeah.
Get wrecked,
Look,
nerd.
Brent. Oh, you don't have women and dude. It's monkeys and monsters.
It is a
Why?
long Chinese folklore. Is it a folklore? I
Yeah,
don't know what
folklore.
the okay.
It's the night.
The
Yeah.
Monkey King.
Yeah, exactly.
Careful,
It's a
Brent.
monkey.
They're gonna be coming for you next.
Yeah, I know. You got to make sure. You got to make sure you use your right terms. Otherwise, you get some redditor in your comment
Yeah,
section.
they will terrify you.
Actually,
It's
They will
not
terrify you.
it's
stupid.
stupid is not actually a
Sorry,
urban
it's
myth.
it says myth. It's a mythology.
Oh, dude.
So this
Yeah.
game's due out August 19th. So quick coming,
They're
and
poking fun at people.
it reminds me of the game that you used to play, Bren. I remember you bought it and we're trying to run it on my laptop.
Oh, Jade something.
Empire.
Yeah, Jade Empire.
Yeah.
Because I remember you getting into that right around the same time that we tried to get into Flife.
Oh my god, I know, with the base model web browser
HP,
computers
yeah.
trying to play MMOs. Yeah. Fucking spray noob.
Oh my, with the Gun Gale Online or whatever it was. Gun
No,
GG.
it wasn't Gun. Yeah, Gun GG.
Those were some good times.
So yeah, August 19th, 2024 for Black Myth Wukong. I believe it was something that they showed off last year at a Sony event. That's when we got the first little bit of look at it. Of course, I love that it's a whole category now, Souls-like.
Yeah.
So this next one, I'm not too sure. I didn't even know about it. Either Rob or Lucas added it to the show notes.
That's Lucas.
Where Winds Meet.
good.
Huh?
That one is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about it. So it's an open world RPG, right? And it's set in the period in the battle of the Five Dynasty. So it's like if you know a little bit of Chinese history, and you have the Ten Kingdoms era when you have a lot of politic stuff in China and etc. 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 It's in the site. You can read about it, but you will have like tons of good combat everywhere, and you will have martial arts, long swords, twin blades, broadswords, and a lot of stuff. And you you will even have skills like that pressure point when you just hit the pressure point in the body and the guy will I don't know, explode the heart like Kill Bill 2,
Oh,
the
okay.
exploding heart technique. So you will have that in the game. So I'm really excited for this one because the graphics looks astonishing, and they are saying that we will have more than 150 hours of content, and just not like kill some guy. It's like quests in the quality degree of The Witcher 3. So every
Mhm.
quest has an history, or most of them has impact in the history. So I'm really excited for this one. We will have a closed beta for that. So guys, stay tuned for this because it's the same quality of Wukong, and I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be one of my game of the year
Nice.
if released that year.
Okay, awesome. So I was just reading there is a beta
Yeah,
that was back in April though.
yeah. It's kind of it's closed,
Oh, it is
but
closed. Okay,
yeah,
because
it's
I
closed.
was before I announced it, and it was like, hey, go check out the beta. But I don't see anything about a date here of when the beta ended.
Yeah, it's closed already. They are planning to open one more before the full release. But
Okay.
yeah, um, for my part is it. For my part is it. I think you guys have some stuff to talk about, the industry and Acolyte, Alyssa Mercante, and etc. But it's late. It's about an hour. What do you guys think?
Well, would you guys? I mean, Acolyte's still going. I mean, Alyssa Mercante doesn't really need any more
Attention, and she
time.
will be there forever,
Yeah, right.
just pinching our butts.
Yeah, we'll build more on the Acolyte.
Yeah.
We'll build more on the Acolyte, and if the whole thing, just her mentality and the way she acts is what bothers me about her. You called people out. You challenged them to fight you. You even told them to come fight you.
Physically.
And
Physically.
then, bitch.
Yeah.
Who was it? Keemstar, I believe, even said that he would organize the fight,
Yeah.
God.
and the winner could pick where the money goes, whether you want
Mhm.
it to be to a charity or whatever.
Um,
She started blocking people. Just the whole thing here. No, because I can go on.
there's a term
I
from Brazil.
I
I will
had the
explain later
idea.
for
I
that.
had the idea of just playing nice, and trying to make this show something, be family friendly to an extent. So there could still be, like, I don't know, some sponsorship offers, if we can manage to do something with this.
You want a sponsorship from Alyssa Mercante?
No, fuck no. What, that fucking sinking ship of Kotaku that she works at?
Fight me
Yeah, if you want,
physically.
we can be the new Kotaku podcast.
Oh my god.
Hey, how about somebody sets up that fight? We'll fight the
Oop,
everybody
I
at
accidentally
Kotaku.
bumped the camera. You
We'll-
know what? It might actually help their business to have real gamers on there.
Yeah, right. What are you talking
It
about,
might
Prem?
actually help them.
We gotta talk about, the PlayStation 5 and why people have them in this political landscape.
Oh my god, yes. I
Wait,
swear to God, if I
what?
have to see another article. So really quickly, Lucas, this is something Rob and I went over um before before the release of the PlayStation 5. They had a writer, a reviewer, who was sent an early model of the PlayStation 5 before its release day to write a review. And he literally spent his entire article complaining that because of the current state of the world and everything that's going on, he can't bring himself to write a review of the PlayStation 5 that he was sent for free.
Yeah.
When
pretty
it
much-
took almost, if you weren't a scalper, it took me almost 2 months. It took me almost 2 months of using the auto refresh add-on for Google Chrome to be able to get my hands on one. And this person wrote an article about how they were sent a review PlayStation 5 and how he can't bring himself to turn it on to write a review for the console.
All right, of course. If I do not turn on
cried.
oh my God.
He cried because he can't do his job because of the geopolitical state of the world.
Yeah, if I do not turn on my PS5, of course I will be fighting the state of the world right now. That definitely will help. Dude, that's the same shit that Mercante did with Elden Ring Shadow of War 3 reveal. She started talking about Elden Ring and literally 2 phrases after she started, because my life, because all the haters, because the white males, because of that, because of this. And after all that, she said, but the overall the DLC is good. Yeah, that's exactly what she did.
Yep.
And I saw that and I was just, dude, I just want to know if the DLC it's fine for me to expend my money. I don't need to know your fucking life, your political opinions, your this and that, I don't care. I really don't care about it. I couldn't care less.
So, but we're going to hold on to these last 2. We will expand upon them and we'll have more for the next week's show.
And on that bombshell, good night.
Yeah. And on that night, we're going to check out now.
But
is there anything coming this week that you guys are excited for before we go?
Life.
Go outside and touch grass.
I can't wait for Green versus Black episode 3. Give me
Wait,
more.
is there something
House of the Dragon, the Greens and the Blacks. Rhaenyra is the Blacks, and what's her name's the Greens.
Yeah, we'll have more time that we can discuss episode 2 since we have different feelings on it.
Give a call to Obama since he's really a fan of the series.
Luke, is there anything you're excited for this week?
That is a nice question. I don't know. I don't think. Not this week. I probably will be excited for 14 new expansion, but right now, I'm not excited for nothing. I just want to, sleep.
Brent, how about
Alrighty.
you got anything coming up?
Well, I pre-ordered Dawn Trail, so I'll have access to that on Friday. I pray there's no server problems.
I pray there's server problems.
Fuck you. Okay. I just I've had a lot of fun just getting through 3 houses, knocking that off the list. Grand Blue Fantasy has I've grown really attached to that game. That game's pretty fun. And I also have that thought in the back of my head of going back and finishing all the side quests for Rebirth, but I got through the story and that's where I'm good.
You're saying the offline Genshin Impact game?
Yes, the offline Genshin Impact.
No, it's I pretend to play that.
And I like that there's there's no gacha mechanic.
Thank God.
If you get a card for a crewmate pool, It's just one card covers 95% of them. There are some top tier characters that you need to have that specific card to unlock. And you just go through and you pick which hero you want. That's it.
Nice. I recommend you to try I think there's the online co-op or something like that in the game right now.
There's a quest counter where you can do like little quests for material farming for upgrades that you can go online and build a team with people, either randoms or form your own.
Try that one time if there's any good. Probably we can make a party, or I don't know. Sounds like a nice idea.
Yeah.
If you guys get the chance to get your hands on Grand Blue Fantasy, I recommend you get it.
Nice. I will.
I do. I really do. It's a fun game. So, but Rob, you want to play us out here, buddy?
All right. So we want to thank everybody for stopping by. We appreciate you all. Look forward to us being back here next week. Same in that time, same in that channel, maybe a little sooner. Actually hit our 8:45 release window.
Yeah.
But no, we will be back. If you missed some of the show or whatever, you can come back and rewatch it on YouTube. We will be in audio format again, back on podcast services everywhere. That should be uploaded, by Wednesday. And as always, guys, we'll catch you at the warp point.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Peace. I'm out.